Are you looking for an athletic scholarship? You're in the right place. This is the Recruit Me Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the longest-running podcast on recruiting and athletic scholarships. We're here to help your family navigate the recruiting road all the way to an athletic scholarship. He's a recruiting expert and a dad of 2 college athletes. He has a wealth of experience to share. Here's Recruit Me CEO, Brent Hanks.
Welcome to episode 331 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast is one of the many free and inexpensive recruiting resources under the Recruit Me umbrella. This episode is the 5th in a series of episodes that take you inside the NCAA, NAIA, and NJCAA websites. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast and its parent company, Recruit Me, wants to save you money as you get recruited and wants to save you time and stress too. If you just started searching without a plan, you can get lost and frustrated in the vast amount of information in just these 3 sites. These are the 3 main levels of college sports play. The NCAA and the NAIA schools are 4-year colleges or universities, and the junior college level have 2-year schools to set you up for those 4-year colleges. This week's subject is covering frequently asked questions, or FAQs, that are found on these websites. I will lead you to each of the websites, like I did in the previous 4 episodes of the series, so that you can stay focused on the FAQ subject. I invite you to go back and listen or re-listen to the first 4 episodes in this series of looks inside these 3 websites. Episode 326 guides you through the eligibility centers at each level. Episode 327 talks about the academic requirements at each level. Episode 328 walks you through the guides for the college-bound student-athlete. Then I jumped out of the Inside Looks at the website series to give you information about recruiting during the fall and winter sports transition. That is episode 329. Then the 4th in the series, episode 330, gets you questions to ask college coaches during your recruiting journey. Go to your favorite podcast app or like or subscribe the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, or go to the recruit-me.com website to listen to past episodes. So let's get into the info, the subject of frequently asked questions, or FAQs, on these websites. Let's start with the NCAA.org website and get you to the FAQ, or frequently asked questions section. Go to NCAA.org, slide over the student athletes header. The first subject is, want to play college sports. As you pull down to the middle of the page, on the right side of the page, it has a FAQ search box. Click on the Have a Question, and click here to search on Frequently Asked Questions link. On the new page are 6 topics with a View All Topics link at the bottom of the page. If you click on the All Topics button, then there are 14 topics revealed. The topics are COVID-19, registration, academic requirements, additional information, amateurism, high school review, homeschool, international, recruiting, NCAA Learning Portal, Championships and Ticketing, Program Hub, ECAG, Agent Certification, and Name, Image, and Likeness, or NIL. Each of those topics show 4 FAQs and also has a Go to Topic link. Because this is a recruiting education podcast, let's start on the recruiting topic box. When you click on the Go to Topic link, then you get some featured articles and more articles on the subject. In the More Articles box, there is a Load More button, and in the right lower corner it says that there are 14 articles available. I won't hit on all the 14 FAQs on recruiting on this NCAA.org website, but here are some of them. I encourage you to go to the site and get answers yourself. Today, the first feature article is the question, if a coach is recruiting me, how do I find my NCAA ID? The answer given is the easiest way for coaches and colleges or university athletic staff to find your account information is in the NCAA Eligibility Center portal, and you will find your 10-digit NCAA ID number. In order to locate your ID number, a coach can search for you by name, date of birth, city, state, country of residence, or high school attended. Students can provide their NCAA ID number directly to the recruiting coaches. The second of the featured recruiting articles questions is, what do I have to do to be able to go on an official visit? It says, in order to go on an official visit, you must complete your registration with the NCAA Eligibility Center. Be on that NCAA Division I or Division II school's institution request list, and present the institution with a high school or college academic transcript. Make sure you communicate with your NCAA ID number to the school or schools recruiting you. Number 3 of the 14 FAQ recruiting questions is, what is an evaluation period? During an evaluation period, a college coach may watch you play or visit your high school, but cannot have any in-person conversations with you or your parents off the college's campus. You and your parents can visit the college campus during this period. A coach may write and telephone you and your parents during this time. What is an official visit? An official visit is any visit to a college or university campus by you and your parents that is paid for by the college. The college or university may pay all or some of the following expenses: your transportation to and from the college. Side note, for Division I basketball and FBS football, this may include coach class airfare for up to 2 people. Then for everyone else, room and meals, 3 per day, while you are visiting the college or university. And reasonable entertainment expenses, including up to 6 complimentary admissions to a home athletic contest, if you are visiting a Division I school, or up to 5 complimentary admissions for a home athletics contest for a Division II school. The third FAQ recruiting question I'll hit today is, what is a verbal commitment? The phrase verbal commitment is used to describe a college-bound student-athlete's commitment to a school before he or she signs or is able to sign a national letter of intent. A college-bound student-athlete can announce a verbal commitment at any time. While verbal commitments have become very popular for both college-bound student-athletes and coaches, this commitment is not binding on either the college-bound student-athlete or the college or university. Only signing a national letter of intent accompanied by financial aid agreement is binding on both parties. Here are some questions from each of the 14 topics. Well, I'll leave out 4 of the topics. The 4 topics I'll leave out are the Program Hub, the NCAA Learning Portal topic, the ECAG Agent Certificate topic, and Championships ticketing. These 4 don't relate to a recruit. The COVID-19 topic has 1 FAQ and gives you a link to learn more about COVID adjustments. The registration topic has 68 articles. Questions and answers like, how can I check my eligibility status? And how do I transition my profile account to a certification account? Many of the registration questions relate to certain sports or how to make changes to your eligibility account. The academic requirements topic has 73 articles. Here are a couple of those FAQ academic requirement questions. Can high school courses taken after 9th grade be used in my certification? And how do I submit proof of graduation? The additional information topic covers 13 articles. 2 questions from this topic are, what is a full-time enrollment? And what is the typical length for an athletic scholarship? The amateurism box shows 28 articles or questions in this topic. Questions like, can I register for multiple sports? And do I need to register for amateurism with the NCAA Eligibility Center? The high school review topic has 31 FAQs. How do I find my school's list approved courses is one of the questions. And is online high school considered homeschooling by the NCAA? This leads to the homeschool topic. The homeschool topic answers 15 FAQs. Questions like, how do I submit homeschool documents? And what information do I need to include with the core course worksheet? 19 international FAQs are answered here too. How do I contact the NCAA Eligibility Center's International Academic Certification staff? Or, is the registration available in any other language than English? The last topic is FAQs under the Name, Image, Likeness, or NIL topic. There are 14 questions answered under this new topic. A question like, what is a name, image, and likeness activity? Here's the answer to that question. A name, image, and likeness activity involves the use of an individual's name, image, and likeness for commercial or promotional purposes. For information, visit nca.org/about/taking-action. And there are hot links for a quick guide to the NCAA's interim policy and name, image, and likeness policy question and answer page. Another NIL question is, can individuals enter into NIL agreements with boosters? The answer is yes, provided the activity is in accordance with state laws and school policy and is not an impermissible inducement and does not constitute pay for play. When you go to the NAIA.org website, there is not a section of just frequently asked questions. Here are some ways to get some helpful questions and answers on the NAIA.org site. Go to the Student Athletes link and hit Future Student Athletes. Then there are 4 blue boxes. Click on the High School Students box under NAIA Experience. I covered these 8 links in last week's episode 329. A question or questions for NAIA coaches could be, can I visit a campus for a tryout? Can I sign a national letter of intent? What are your school's admission standards? What about financial aid, scholarships, grants, and loans? The NJCAA.org website is kind of a repeat of the JUCO website in the past episodes. Go to NJCAA.org and go to the bottom of the homepage and click on the Compete NJCAA. Toward the bottom of that page is a big blue box that says NJCAA Eligibility FAQs. The header on the page says NJCAA Eligibility Requirements and has the question, in big blue letters, how can I play in the NJCAA? There are answers to requirement questions, amateur status questions, international questions, recruiting questions, letters of intent questions, and scholarships. Then, in other big blue letters, it says, am I eligible? There are questions on the requirements topic and the transfer student topic. In the NJCAA, eligibility is determined at the institutional level, and all previous college work is taken into consideration when determining athletic eligibility. Each potential student-athlete must discuss their athletic eligibility with the athletic personnel and will have their eligibility status vetted at the NJCAA college where they have chosen to attend. These 3 free websites, NCAA.org, NAIA.org, and NJCAA.org, are seemingly never-ending pages of recruiting and college information. The goal of this series of inside looks at the NCAA, NAIA, and NJCAA websites is to save you both money and time in your recruiting adventure. If you blindly go into these sites, you can get lost and spend valuable time away from meeting your goal of getting that athletic scholarship and that spot on a team. I hope that you are getting a belly full of recruiting information from these 3 websites. The NCAA website is overstocked with helpful information. I wanted to do this series to help you pinpoint a subject. This series is to help you save money and save some stress in your recruiting journey. Many student athletes and their families want to save time by hiring an expensive service to maybe save some time and to gain some peace of mind. RecruitMe's goal, along with the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, is to provide you with as much free and inexpensive recruiting resources to recruiting families. Why spend thousands of dollars to get about the same amount of athletic scholarship? Getting recruited takes a lot of time. So listen to this series to reduce some of that time as you weave around the recruiting maze. Besides the free Athletic Scholarship Podcast, RecruitMe provides you with a free recruiting power pack, the free recruiting RecruitMe monthly newsletter, and if you email me and ask, I'll send you 2 new recruiting worksheets to help you build your college parameters and your college school list. Email me at brent@recruit-me.com. As the owner and CEO of RecruitMe and the host of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, I've been working on the new recruit-me.com website. And as I said earlier, I'm having some problems with the transition, but the site has a lot of helpful recruiting information. Please bear with me as my tech skills are at the low end. The goal of RecruitMe is to give you access to free and expensive recruiting resources. Please go to recruit-me.com and take advantage of the free recruiting power pack. By signing up, you will get 3 helpful files. The first one is a PDF giving you the first steps to an athletic scholarship, and you will receive the first 4 things you need to do right away. This document was written by the RecruitMe founder, John Fugler. Item number 2 is an audio file about when and how to use video. And the third item is an easy-to-use form to help you build your player profile or resume. The player profile is a great tool to help you know when to start contacting college coaches. Just add your first name and email address to the sign-up form. You will get access to these 3 files, and they are accessible to you within minutes. Another free sign-up is the RecruitMe monthly newsletter. You will get it emailed to you on the first Friday of each month. Each edition gives you athletic scholarship tips and advice, quotes from past college athletes, coaches, and parents of college recruits. You will get social media posts giving you strong recruiting advice and links to the past month's Athletic Scholarship Podcast episodes, plus recruiting information from NCAA.org and NAIA.org. I invite you to email me, brent@recruit-me.com, if you have any questions about recruiting or if you have a subject you want me to discuss. This series of looks inside the free websites have been a load of information. The NCAA website has more information to go and covers some of the NAIA and JUCO things that you need to know. The NCAA is larger and more restrictive on rules, recruiting, and academics than the other two. That doesn't mean the NCAA schools are better for you, though. A junior college school may be a better, early avenue for you to go on to a 4-year school at the NAIA or NCAA level. Thank you for listening, and please share this episode with somebody that's in the recruiting process. Join me next week at recruit-me.com or on your favorite podcast app to listen to the next episode of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast.